time? Well, the heyday of barnstorming really began at the end of World War I. Young men were returning home with a new set of skills in the air, as well as a new sense of adventure, and they couldn't imagine going back to their mundane lives in the factories or fields. So fortunately, there was an abundance of war surplus training aircraft, biplanes, two-seaters, and they could be purchased for pennies on the dollar. These restless airmen would travel the nation, landing in farmers' fields on the outskirts of town, and they would sell rides. Sometimes they would talk a young person into grabbing a wagon and going back and forth from town to the farmer's field, delivering fuel. Sometimes with the promise that they might get an airplane ride. Whether they got that ride or not remains to be seen. But to attract attention, those barnstormers would perform stunts over nearby villages and towns, and if they were lucky, the occasional country fair. And that's what Trevor Rafferty is showcasing for us here today in his beautiful Pitts Model 12. A little taste of what the barnstormers would do back in the days following World War I. The rolling of the airplane down that 45-degree downline. The airplane Trevor is flying today, although it's not actually from the World War I era, was over the top, holding that beautiful Model 12 on the horizontal line, Trevor Rafferty. Going to pick up a little bit of airspeed here. Keep your eyes on the airplane because he doesn't stay straight and level for very long. Over the top he goes, demonstrating for us the incredible power to rate ratio of the Pitts Model 12. Now, you might be thinking, gosh, that airplane sounds an awful lot like Gordon Price's Yak 50. Well, it's the exact same engine. The Venyev M14 is powering this airplane through the sky. Look at him as he flat spins the Model 12 towards the ground. You see in the smoke system there that he is spiraling towards the water here. I think it's about time to get out of this flat spin here, Trevor. How about right about now? He points the heavy end down. What do you think of Trevor Rafferty so far in the Pitts Model 12? The airplane there as he flies by while flying and earned a commercial pilot's license with ratings in gliders and seaplanes as well as an aerobatic instructor rating. Although he made his living and paid for his flying and aircraft building, working as a millwright in the steel companies of Hamilton, Ontario, he's now working full-time, flying air shows and teaching aerobatics. Straight up into the sky, pushing the stick forward, all those negative G's, trying to pull him out of the cockpit, straining against the seatbelts in the aircraft, all the blood rushing to his head. It's gotta be really, really painful. Remember I told you about what it feels like to have positive G's? Well, negative G's is kind of like having a vice grip on your head and having it squeezed really, really tight. And Trevor Rafferty goes from positive G's to negative G's back to positive G's sometimes in just a couple of seconds. Very tight, beautiful barnstormer's loop there at Show Center. And now a step roll. This is an open cockpit biplane. That means his hair is being tousled by the wind, being produced by that great big. That's 3.5 years of late nights and dedication. He included some of his own custom design ideas of his own. Like we said, it has that look of a 1930s classic biplane, but the performance of a modern-day aerobatic aircraft. And again, what a beautiful sound as he kicks it over in another beautiful hammerhead turnaround. Barrel roll right there at Show Center. Just imagine a 45-gallon drum lying on its side. He rolled around the inside of the red and white paint scheme As he side slips the airplane in the air there, performing the knife edge. Believe it or not, the wings are not producing lift right now. It's the fuselage of the aircraft. It also helps you have a 360 horsepower engine to literally pull you through the sky. And you see Trevor Rafferty puffing some smoke in his final pass here. And as he goes by, wave your hands, wave your hands. Let him know how much you appreciated his performance here today. Oh, we're having a great time here at day number 1 of the 2023 edition of the Canadian International Air Show.